There's Mary Sweeney going away with the notes from the sideline over to her team. She is the manager of Bailieborough Community School, and she was involved last week as well when they won the under-16, the junior as well. What a week it has been for her and for the school from Cavan. She there was given the notes to her captain, the team list, and the captain, Ella Sheridan, is now making her way over to her right to the referee, Shane Curley, and the other captain will be there as well, the number 9 for Coláiste, Mhuire, Ennis, and that is Lucy Power. You see her there, number 9. She is the captain of that team. She's from Dura Bearfield, and she's in the Clare senior panel. Ella Sheridan is from Killincare, and she scored a late goal in the semi-final to make sure that her team got here. They were a point up, but that sealed it. Those are the two captains in there with Shane for the start of this 2025 Lidl All-Ireland Post-Primary School Senior C final at Athy in Kildare. There's a bit of a breeze coming across the pitch. It's sort of coming into the camera where I am, if you like, and maybe going towards the corner to the left. So the toss won't be that important, but I'd imagine if you wanted to play with the breeze at all, you want to play from right to left, and that looks like Lucy has won it. And what's she deciding to do? Can we tell from that? No, it looks like Ella's actually maybe going to call it. Or have they done the toss at all yet? I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to read it from a distance. I see Aaron Clogher in the background as well. He is the fourth official. And the lines people, Anya Murphy and Leah Mullins here at Geraldine Park in the Athy in Kildare. And the referee, as I say, she and a very experienced inter-county referee taking charge of this game here today. The handshakes then, and the photograph, which Pyrrhus will take for sports file. And the umpires all at the ready as well, and everything just about in place, and we're looking forward to a terrific game here, as you usually expect, and lots of goals as well. You never know what way these games are going to go at this level, at schools level, but going by the games coming up to this, plenty of goals. And the other thing is that both of these schools are here for the first time. They haven't been at this level before, so that's another level of unpredictability, if you like. Bailieborough, yes, last week they won the juniors. That was their first time, but the first time this year that either school has qualified for this kind of level of competition at All-Ireland level. So lots of unpredictability there, but that, as I say, adds to it. That is the team in black, red and white from County Clare, Coláiste, Mhuire from Ennis. They beat Strokestown in the semi-finals. They have been traditionally a camogie school, but now they are very much a ladies football school this year. And in the green, over to our left as we move over from County Cavan, it is Bailieborough Community School, and what a year it has been for Cavan schools, and what a week it could be for Cavan schools, because they are in the C final today. Loreto College Cavan are in the A final tomorrow, and also tomorrow Eureka from Kells in Meath are in the B final, and they have 1/3 of their panel from Cavan as well. So Cavan are contributing, if you like, 2.5 teams out of the 3 teams that are competing in the finals today and tomorrow. So what a week it would be for Cavan if they had a couple of wins, or maybe 3 wins. And yes, they've had a lot of fantastic success at underage level and school level the last few years, and today and the next 2 days could top all of that. We will have a look at the teams, I think. Well, we start with Bailieborough Community School, and I haven't heard of any changes so far for them, so this is the team they are going with. Margaret Smith in goals. She's from the Cuchulains Club. In fact, she's the only one on the starting 15 from the Cuchulains Club. Number 2 is Kiva Clark from Bailieborough. 3, Aoife Rogers from Knockbride, one of the younger players who's really come through and made a really good impression this year. 4, Ella Banville from Killincare. 5 is Amber Philby from the same club, Killincare. 18, Lynch at 6 is from Bailieborough. 7, Asha Connolly from Bailieborough. 8 is Gia McCabe from Knockbride. 9, Cara McNichol from Killincare. 10, Kaylee Brown from Shercock. 11 is Abby Riley from Knockbride. 12 is Ella Sheridan. 13 is Kiva Brady from Killincare. 14, Isabel McCullough from Bailieborough. And 15 is Holly McPhillips from Shercock. That's the starting 15 for the Bailieborough Community School. We will move on to Coláiste Mhuire from Ennis, and there's one change I've been told about here, and it is the number 15 Ivana Costello being replaced and it's Sive Griffin from Fergus Rovers. She'll wear number 18. She had a good semi-final, and she retains her place from there. So she starts. She's been named to start by the manager, Frank Culleton, whose daughter, Sophie, is at number 8. And the rest of the team I'll run through for you. Alicia Rowland, vice captain of the team from Dura Bearfield, and there's quite a few from that club. 2 is Molly Potter from Clarecastle, one of the many county minor players in the squad at county level. In fact, she plays in the forwards for the county minors, but number 2 today. 3, Abby Cahill from Fergus Rovers. 4, Anya McGann from Newmarket on Fergus. 5, Amy Colleen from Milltown St Joseph's. 6, Lindsay Clark from Dura Bearfield, and she'd be a rugby player as well, and she's one of their key players. They have 4 leaving certs, 1, 6, 9 and 14. They're key players, and they're all real leaders on the team as well. At number 7, Quiva McDonald from Clooney Quinn. At midfield, Sophie Culleton. 8, Lucy Power. 9, 10 is Sophie Leahy from Dura Bearfield, and 11 is Ria Meany, scored the winning point in the semi-final. She's from Fergus Rovers and another county minor. 12 is Amy Reynolds, again from Dura Bearfield. 13, Kate Jones from Newmarket on Fergus. She's an international soccer player, an under 15 with Ireland. 14 is Eva O'Driscoll, scored 2-5 in the semi-final from Dura Bearfield. And 18, Sive Griffin in for Costello, the number 15. And down to my left, I'm looking now, and I can see just beside us the Bailieborough girls in a huddle, and last words being spoken in there. I can nearly hear them from where I am. And over to my right on the pitch, Coláiste Mhuire are in their huddle as well. So we're at that stage, almost ready for the start of the game. Just to remind you, we are live on the YouTube channel, and I can receive your live chat messages there if you like. There's one already from Kevin Gorman, says come on Bailieborough. Yvonne Brown says come on Coláiste, and she leaves quite a few red and black hearts. And Sandra McQuaid says best of luck to all in the Bailieborough team and management, especially our Killincare players. So thank you for those messages. I'll keep an eye on the live chat as we go on with the game, so feel free to leave a message there if you like to give a little bit of support for the teams or comment on anything at all. So a lot of chat round to my left, and I'm trying to see, is it Mary Sweeney doing the talking or one of the players? I think it is Mary Sweeney, the manager. She is the manager in there with that team. And for Coláiste Mhuire, well, you have Frank Culleton and also Miss Sheehan, a former student at the school. And now the huddles are finishing, and the hands go in, and the little cheer will go up, and the crowd over the far side who are enjoying themselves, I can hear them getting involved in the game already, and they are in the stand, which seems to be the perfect size for the crowd here, and they'll make a good bit of noise there. I'm looking at the red and black flags over there as well, and that was the 1, 2, 3 from Bailieborough CS, and now it's the flags in the far side in the stand that are green and black that are going up to greet the team in green going out into the field. And I'm checking their numbers as they go out to make sure that there's no late changes, and I don't see any late changes. All the numbers seem to correspond with the team that we have supplied for you. So we are almost ready to go with this much anticipated Lidl All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools Senior C final. Tomorrow we'll have the Senior B and A finals, and both will be streamed. We will be streaming the A final from Nolan Park in Kilkenny, and the other final will also be streamed. So both be made available, and today this one available. And Shane Curley gets us underway by throwing the ball in, and it's tapped down for Coláiste Mhuire in the black and red. So they get possession right away through Lucy Power, who I met in Croke Park last week and did a brilliant, mature interview for such a young lady and a great ambassador for her school, and now she's showing us how she can play on the field as well as talk off it. That one is going towards the side and might not be kept in. It has been kept in by those bright green boots, and it's all Coláiste Mhuire early in this game. Good possession as well, and there might even be a chance. Well, there's advantage rather has been given, and Shane will bring that back because Eva O'Driscoll was fouled and she retained possession and nothing came of it, so it's going to be a free in for the Clare girl. She won't take it though. More messages coming in on the live chat as this one is lined up by Sophie Culleton. So we'll wait for this to go over before I go to those messages. Left footed, gets a kick in it that really didn't connect. She almost went too fast at it there and was maybe trying to get the distance, and I think the wind was in her face there. I was saying before the game that it was sort of going from right to left, so she maybe felt she had to give it a bit more, but didn't just quite get the connection right. There's another message, as I say, Joanne Potter, come on Coláiste, from Molly Potter's big sister watching in Auckland, New Zealand. Well, isn't that the beauty of live streaming? A very good day to you. I was going to say good morning or good evening, but I'm not quite sure which it is. I suppose it would be evening out there this time. This is Kiva Brady, number 13, leaves it off to Holly McPhillips as the Cavan School go looking for a score. And is that the first score? It is the first score of the game, and it's the captain. It's Ella Sheridan. Let's watch it again. The corner forwards combining, and Ella just waiting for it. Steps inside, bang, 1-0 to Bailieborough Community School. Really well taken score. So Molly Potter, number 2 for Coláiste Mhuire, from Clare Castle, the county minor I was telling you about, who plays in the forwards for the counties. Her sister watching all the way from New Zealand. This is Lucy Power now. First time ball, and she's looking for O'Driscoll in there, and why not? She scored 2-5 in the semi-final, but that's brilliantly defended. Trying to catch her number so I can give her the full credit for that, and it was indeed the number 2, Kiva Clark, from Bailieborough Club as well as Bailieborough Community School. Great defending by her to get out in front. They'll be well aware of the threat, and they've seen so far that Coláiste Mhuire have tried to go right up the middle. This is Abby Riley from Knockbride and Cavan. A brilliant run, burst through challenges, and she's blown for overcarrying though. She took the challenges and was going so fast that she didn't solo it or bounce it enough for Shane Curley. Doolan Lodge comment as well. Good luck to Coláiste from Burren Gales LGFA in Clare. Thank you for that as well. And it's 2 a.m. in New Zealand, I'm told. 13-hour difference. I suppose that would make sense, all right. So fair play to Molly's sister all the way out there, Joanne. All the way out in New Zealand at 2 a.m. That's dedication for you, but why not? Your sister's in an All-Ireland final here in County Kildare. This is great work by Amy Reynolds for the Clare girls, but brilliant tackling by Gia McCabe, winning it back. That's 2 examples of really good disciplined tackling. It's been one of the real features that I've noticed over the last few years of Cavan teams that have done so well at underage in schools. Their tackling is absolutely first class. They don't foul that much. And there's brilliant tackling as well, good interception, and that was Ella Banville, the number 4, getting in there. Yeah, Loretto Cavan have done that as well, and a lot of their teams absolutely superb. The way that they're being coached in Cavan, and it's not just by one club, it's the whole county, the way things have been done there, and they really are the county you would imagine that should go on to do great things in the next few years. They've just got promoted to Division 2 of the National League as well. But today it's all about Bailieborough Community School looking for a double to add to last week, and that one's driven over the bar brilliantly by Kaylee Brown. It's a 2-point lead. We watch it again. It's the number 10 you see coming in here from Shercock to take possession, and on her right foot bombed that one over the bar. 2 points to 0, 4.5 minutes gone. Great start for the Cavan School. Alicia Rowland with a kick out. High to the left looking for power, but it just goes beyond her, but it bounces kindly for the Clare team, and that's Sophie Leahy, and it's going to come back for a free. So we just need something to settle them here. Sophie Colleton, she'll come forward, chased by Brown, runs into a bit of traffic, so she'll have to come back out and uses Meany, and Meany will look for O'Driscoll, but she's been really well marshalled. And that's great play again, and it's Kiva Clark in the right place at the right time again. In fact, she's picking up the number 18 Sive Griffin, but here's an interception, and Rhea Meany has a chance, but again, green jerseys all around her. Trying to keep her out, and Lucy Power trying to get through. And there's a hand went on her, so it's going to be a free in, but outside the scoring zone. And the green jerseys tackling in bunches, and very effectively so far to stop Coláiste Mhuire. This kick will go in if it's a speculative one, but it's bounced quite kindly, and if she had pulled it not in the ground, she might have got some joy. But they might still get a point here. Coláiste Mhuire has come back to Power, but a hand on her. She gets a kick away though, and that's the score they were looking for to settle them, and it comes from the captain. And it's Power with 6 minutes in getting the score to make it 2 points to 1, and that was persistence paying off for the girls from Clare, and playing into a bit of a breeze. that will do them a bit of good. In fact, the breeze now seems to have turned a little bit, and it seems to now be in their favour as Coláiste comes in again looking for an equaliser, and they might even get more than that because O'Driscoll is through, bottom corner. She's done it again, Eva O'Driscoll, 2-5 in the semi-final, and there's a goal today. What a brilliant finish. She's one of the 4 leaving certs on the 15th starting today for the girls from Ennis, and they're looking for her to deliver, and she has delivered in the 7th minute of the game. Brilliant goal, 1-1 to 2 points, and this game has just come to life. Abby Riley, number 11 on the other side, and Ella Sheridan, the other captain, has got clear, and she's got a clear run all the way. Will she be satisfied with a point, or will he try and work it in for goal? They are trying to work it in. McPhillips is there, but so is McCullough, and she's brought down. It's a penalty. Well, what drama we have here in Kildare. A goal at one end, an attack at the other end, yielding a penalty. You see it again, and really it was an easy decision for Shane, and the player bursting through the tackles and going down, and a pretty clear penalty. And Shane marking the spot. There's a lot of sand around that area, so he's making clear to the kicker where it should be taken from. So 7.5 minutes in. As I said at the start, there's lots of goals in these games. The goalkeeper is Alicia Rowland, the vice-captain from Dura Bearfield. The taker is Ella Sheridan. She gave the keeper the eyes and put it low to her left, and it's an expertly taken penalty. It's 1-2 to 1-1 after only 7.5 minutes gone in this Lidl All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools Senior C final. What a great start we've had to this game. 2 goals in a minute. Rowland's kick goes over everyone, but picked up well by Cara McNichol, and the direct quick ball played into Brown, and Brown goes for her own score, but it goes to the left and it goes wide, and that may be their first wide of the game. Maybe there was one other, I can't remember now, but it's been mainly shots on target and good accurate attacking play. The kick out went to the left the last time, goes that way again, but she angles this one beautifully towards Lindsay Clark to get possession for her team. The long balls weren't working as well, but the short one has worked nicely. Now they try to move it through the hands, but the pressure being applied. She manages to get it back to Clark, and Clark gets away, but again, good discipline tackling, and they've won it back. That was brilliant by Isabel McCullough, the number 14, to win it for her team, and a great response to the goal. At the other end, Holly McPhillips leaves this one off to Brown, and they might even get another one. Goes over the bar instead of under, but they'll take that, and this is a great reply. 9 minutes exactly gone, and Bailieborough Community School, after conceding a goal, have come back with a goal and a point. 1-3 to 1-1, 9 minutes gone. I told you it would be good entertainment, and it is. Now there's a player getting a little bit of treatment there, so it gives me time to look at the live chat messages, and there's not really much time otherwise to look at them because of the way the game's going. Duran Nebrion says, "Go Lucy Power," from Duran and Sally in Coláiste. And yeah, those are the messages coming in so far. Thanks for those. We play on, and it's Brown gets it, she plays it in immediately to Abby Riley, and Abby is through with a one-on-one, being chased down, but gets her kick away. And is it saved? It is desperately saved on the line, and I think it was Lindsay Clark who got back there. Let's watch it on the replay again as the goalkeeper comes out, and it was a tackle coming in from behind actually, and it was Abby Cahill who just did enough to put off Abby Riley, and then the clearance by Clark, a desperate clearance on the line. It looked like it might just roll into the net, but didn't, and Coláiste Mhuire survive. Sheridan though will take the 45. They have sliced through a few times in the last few minutes. That's worrying for the girls from Ennis. Speaking to the managers beforehand, and they just didn't know how the game was going to go either. All new opponents, and it's a new level, and you don't know how the girls are going to respond. Oh, and that one played at close quarters, but effectively to Quiva McDonnell. And Coláiste Mhuire try to break out. I think that's Anya McGann, the number 4, and Molly Potter, the number 2. This is Sophie Cullerton. They've transferred the ball really quickly and effectively up the field, but who's going to get there first? Well, Aoife Rogers is going over to meet it, the number 3, but O'Driscoll did well to win it for her team, and she gets it again. And she obviously is the target when they try to go forward, but that one's broken down, and again it's the girls in green at the back who have defended extremely well. I think that's Gia McCabe clearing it down the line on that far side as far as McCullough. Real battle for the ball, but she wins it at the second time of asking. And again, fast direct ball, let the ball in. That's exactly what to do, and why not when you have players with pace? I think that's Holly McPhillips. What a flyer of a player she is, and brave as well. And the referee has allowed that score, but he is also going to tick for the challenge. If it hadn't gone over, he was going to give a free. And I think it was indeed McPhillips, and she has pace to burn. She frightens defenders. 1-4 to 1-1. Brown is quick as well. Rowland's kick out again, goes to the left, but this is more a 50-50, and on the break it looks like Bailieborough are going to get another chance, and they are, and it's Sheridan with a run on goal. Will she be satisfied with a point? No, she goes for goal, and Rowland redeems herself after the kick out and does very well, but that's a loose clearance straight to McCullough, and the drive, oh, she's buried that in the net. I think it came off the crossbar, but an unstoppable drive, and a second goal after 12 minutes now for Bailieborough Community School. 3 goals in all. What a start to this Lidl All-Ireland Post-Primary School Senior C final. We're having a bit of a thriller here in Kildare. Great finish by the girl from the Bailieborough club. No stopping that one. And all sorts of problems at the back at the minute for Coláiste Mhuire. Bailieborough really stepped it up after conceding a goal, and they've scored 2 goals and 2 points. Sophie Leahy now for Ennis though, as they try to make a bit of progress up the field, but again, tackling in pairs from Bailieborough. That's a good ball though, finding one of their forwards in a little bit of room. And talking about pace, this is number 13, I think it was, possibly Kate Jones, was it? And she draws a free, but they need a little bit more. They got through for that goal, but they haven't had any joy in the last 5 minutes since then. Bailieborough have a +1 back there minding the house, and it's not always been the case at the other end. That's why Bailieborough have been able to get through so effectively in the last 5 minutes. But Coláiste are on the attack now, but that's loose, and it's gone to Kaylee Brown. And every time they get it, you know there's a chance because of their pace, but she's been well held up. And the referee blows though because she's been held up illegally. Free for Bailieborough. Great start to the game. 13.5 minutes in. Coláiste Mhuire get it again, and they get it to Sophie Culleton. And again, no messing about. Put it in there, give it to the forwards, but it bounces kindly into the arms of Amber Philby. And off they come again. There's only one thing on the minds of girls when they get the ball in these games, and it's go forward. That's one of the refreshing things when you see games at this level. Always terrific. They don't think defensive structures and going back. It's move it forward as quickly as you can. This is Abby Riley. You see the way she's instantly just go forward, take them on, take one on, take another one on, and she's gone through them all. This is brilliant by the girl from Knockbride, and she puts it over the bar as well. Well, that was fabulous. She just ran through them. And a great finish as well. Makes it 2-4 rather, with 14.5 minutes gone. So a really good first quarter by the Ulster champions. Rowland. She's looking left again. Looking that way every time. But can she get one of her teammates this time? It's well intercepted by Sheridan. I think it was, got a hand to it. Broke it down for Gia McCabe. So the pressure will continue. The wind's coming into my face. So I think it's in the face is of the girls in green, but it's not stopping them, because here's Holly McPhillips, and she gets in behind and puts it to the right and puts it wide. But they're finding so much space back there. Lots of room through the middle and on the sides as well. And Coláiste Mhuire need to get a little bit of shape in there. Maybe put an extra player back there or something, but it's easier saying that than doing it, I guess. The kickouts from Rowland. She's had a lot of kickouts. She switches the direction and comes this side a little bit. Beautifully taken by Molly Potter from Clare Castle, and off she goes. Now what can she do? This is good running with the ball, but she looked to offload it and gets it to Ria Meany from Fergus Rovers. That's a good ball in. Oh, it's beautifully taken on the run by Kate Jones, and she's through here. And the drive, I think she might have been going for goal, but it was a little bit ambitious. It was a great run and a good idea, but just needed to settle down a little bit. But instead, it's been cleared for Bailieborough and defended and one as well. There was a touch on the ground, so a free for Lucy Power to take. And the breeze has just got really strong, and I think it's right into the face of Lucy Power, and look, right into my face if you can imagine. So coming across the field here, so making play a little bit tricky. Moving it through the hand, she gets it to Lindsay Clark. And that one spills kindly for Ria Meany, and she goes clear. And leaves it off, but again, good discipline defending, just marshalling the players to try and get them to go wide, and Sive Griffin does go wide and indeed goes over the line, and it's a wide ball. So they're just losing their way when they go forwards. Coláiste, Mhuire, and Bailieborough's defence doing a really tight job back there. They're not fouling, and they're marking the space, and they have an extra player in there as well. And it's been very effective. They've just conceded 1-1, and those two scores were in the space of about a minute, about halfway through the first quarter. But apart from that, the Cavan girls have defended very, very effectively. Now one of them's getting a little bit of treatment at the moment, so there's a little bit of a pause in the action. The referee, though, I think will play on very soon. Just checking your messages on the live chat. Big audience watching the game online there. Gives me a chance to thank our sponsors, Lidl Ireland, who are making this all possible, that we can showcase this game for you, and for the likes of Joanne Potter watching at 2 in the morning in Auckland, New Zealand. We hope you're enjoying the coverage, and I hope you will enjoy the coverage tomorrow as well. We'll be at Nolan Park with the A final. That's Loretto Cavan, another Cavan team in that one against Skibbereen, and the B final will be streamed as well. Eureka from Kells and Meath are in that one against Clare Morris. Now we can continue. Pleased to say that the number 6 Aideen Lynch okay to continue. Kick out by Margaret Smith, and won by her captain. No, it's not actually. That was Asha Connolly from Bailieborough, the number 7 won it. Now the player who was injured a minute ago, but okay now, that's Aideen Lynch. Again, bombs it in there. They've got great forwards, so they use them. Kiva Brady with pace to burn, going direct at them and looking for goal, and it is another goal, and it's Kiva Brady from Killinkeer. Well, these girls in green only know one way to go, and that's direct, and it is proving very, very effective. A third goal after 18 minutes. They go direct, they use their pace, and they can finish nicely as well. Great goal. 3-5 to 1-1. And now a serious gap opening up for Bailieborough, who last week won the Junior C All-Ireland, going for a unique double here today. And no team from Cavan or Clare, no school, has won this title before, so history will be made today. And at the minute, it's looking like the girls in green are going to make all sorts of history. First time at All-Ireland level, and they're going to win 2 All-Irelands in a week if they win this one today. But this is good play for the girls from Ennis. Sive Griffin getting forwards, and the free is out. I think he's indicating the referee it was 2 bounces, was it? And again, it's Coláiste not settling in their forward play. And there's a brilliant ball out of defence. Abby Riley came looking for it in a pocket of space and was brilliantly found, but that's well blocked by Anya McGann to repel that attack at least. Often happens at this level with young girls when they're going forward like Coláiste are, and they know they're behind and they're panicking a little bit. They just need to settle a bit, but they are panicking slightly when they get forward. Under pressure, of course, so it's hard, but they are behind, and they just need to compose themselves a little bit. But they're shooting maybe from angles that are a little bit tricky, and they're maybe over carrying or double bouncing. They're just so anxious maybe to get a score or so. That's why the goal was important to settle them down, but now they need another score to settle them down, because Bailieborough are well on top. They are leading now by 10 points after 20 minutes of the game. Marie Brady has been on the live chat saying good luck, Kiva Brady from Ullenburr. She says up the Brady's. Well done, Kiva, with that last goal. This is Amber Philby coming forwards for Bailieborough. That's good battling again by, I think is it Aideen Lynch up there? And it was, but it's a free out. Getting a little bit chilly here. I see Mary Sweeney from Bailieborough has got her big coat on. I don't blame her at all. It's definitely gone cool. This is well played as far as Sophie Leahy. A good ball down the line as well, but brilliant defending by Kiva Clark. The number 2 there just got her hand in expertly. That was a textbook tackle. It's those little subtle interceptions that are making such a big difference and just breaking the hearts of the Ennis forwards. That one spilled kindly for Quiva McDonald, but somehow the girls in green get it back. That's over carrying though. Coláiste Mhuire, they're holding their own around most of the field, but they just aren't making enough progress when they get up the field. And I'm looking to see Bailieborough have a +1 in there all the time, because Asha Connolly sitting in there as the +1. Sweeper and old money sitting in there. But here comes McDonald, who started all that and leaves it off to Eva O'Driscoll. Can she get another goal or set one up? They could really do one here. And she's going to get a free. That was brave from Ria Meany to get in there. And there was, as usual, 3 or 4 girls in green in there to stop the attack and try to prevent her getting a second goal. Culleton is coming forward to take this one and talking about a score to settle the team. This will certainly do if she can get this over the bar. It must be about 15 minutes since they've had a score. But Culleton should get this one over the bar from Fergus Rovers. Her dad, Frank, is the manager. She's a county minor and drives that perfectly over the middle and high over the middle to make it 1-2 for Coláiste Mhuire, and that might just give them a little bit of confidence to finish out the half. The goalkeeper is Margaret Smith, who's gone into goals this year and done extremely well. That's a good, strong, long kick out. But on the break, yes, they get it on the break. I thought they weren't going to get it, but Sheridan read that really well and gives it to Cara McNichol. This is Kaylee Brown. It's good tackling by Anya McGann, but it's Sheridan again. And look, she's just looking immediately, where can I go with it? Nice little turn as well. She's been given advantage and uses that well. Now this player, McPhillips, is really exciting. That's a terrific ball as well. Phillips has been so impressive in the first half. Such pace, but uses the ball terrifically too. And there's another score. Well, that was beautifully created and beautifully finished. Really, really classy play by Bailieborough. And I think it was Kiva Brady as well who applied the finish. Super score. Never mind the goals. That's the point of the first half. Combining really, really well all over the field. 2 footballs on the pitch, so there's going to be a little bit of delay for a minute while we get that sorted out. Just checking online, and the crowd building online, never mind at the game. It's getting bigger all the time. Huge audience online. Look at the pressure again on the kick out. The press was brilliant. That was Sheridan again who got in and the direct ball. And look at the room in here for McPhillips. It's a 1-on-1. She's very unselfish and leaves it back to Kiva Brady, who scored 1. She scored 2. And Bailieborough Community School are looking to make history. They're already well on the way to winning 2 All-Irelands in a week. They lead this Lidl All-Ireland Post-Primary School Senior C final with a 4th goal. Brilliantly created. They have such dangerous forwards. They are lethal. 4-6 to 1-2. They are devastating when they go forward. Now they maybe have a bit of a breeze at times, but I don't think that's really been influential. It's just been fabulous play, and it was all from the press and the kick out. That started it, and they've won the kick out again, and Sheridan once again with possession. And it's Brady again. These girls are really enjoying themselves out there, and they are a delight to watch. We talk a lot about Cavan and they're coming through, but it's not just the fact that they're winning a lot, it's the way they play. Here they come again, Brady. And that one just gone to the left and it's gone wide. But all the Cavan teams at school level, underage level, all playing fantastic football. Great forwards, great finishing, great defending, great discipline as well. They're obviously being coached in the very, very right way. Marie Brady says on live chat that they're on fire. They certainly are. Kick out finds Quiva McDonald, another of the county minors from the Clooney Quinn Club in Clare, and that's a good ball down the line, and it's found Sive Griffin. Griffin will try and give it to O'Driscoll, and she does. But O'Driscoll has been faced up by Gia McCabe and by Aoife Rogers, but still persists, and then a block comes in from Aideen Lynch, and that little cameo tells you exactly what I've been trying to say about the defence from Bailieborough Community School. 2 players came in and a third came in and made the block. Brilliant defending with 4 minutes to go in the half, and that's why Coláiste Mhuire have only scored 3 times in the half. Great pressure and great support play among the defenders. 45 though, which Lucy Power is coming back to take for her team. The energy looks to have been sapped out of Coláiste Mhuire and the ideas, but there's an idea that has worked. It's going to save Griffin, but way out on the right. Finding it difficult to find any way through. It's a long time since he got that terrific goal. They could do with another one. It was O'Driscoll who got it, and that's her driving the ball towards the goals again. Drives it off the post, but the free had already been awarded. Culleton takes the free. She usually sits quite deep. She's sort of the defensive midfielder, but she now needs to come forward. But this time, she's actually just going to leave this one and leave it to Eva O'Driscoll, one of the many Dura Bearfield club players. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the starting 15 today from Dura Bearfield. That's Culleton, and that was unlucky. She got a good connection on it, but just not quite the direction. She did give a bit of space there, but you could tell they were a little bit anxious because they know what the tackling's like, and they snatch at their shots a little bit because of the pressure. Whereas at the other end, they have loads of room. This is Culleton again, though. They've got 2 possessions in a row here, but the tackle comes in from Lynch, and indeed Culleton has blown for overcarrying. It's just not happening for Coláiste Mhuire at the minute. This is Abby Riley. The pace, the speed, and she gets away. They tried to pull her back on the jersey. It didn't work. Will they go for a point or goal? Well, she goes for a point, but it's actually gone well to the right, and it's gone wide, but they can afford to have a wide or two the way things have gone in this first half. It's been pretty perfect from a Cavan point of view with 2 minutes to go. 4 goals, 6 points. 18 in total, plays 5, a 13-point lead. When you've got pace, you are halfway there, and the way she went round her marker there, and look at the press again. It's Sheridan getting in front and reading that, and she even pulls it on the ground because she knows she wants to get it in quickly. And Holly McPhillips was standing in the middle and is still standing in the middle with nobody near her, and that's how the last goal came about as well. They really need to get tighter at the back and maybe get a +1 back there, or maybe it's too late. That's good work by Griffin, leaving it off to Amy Reynolds, another of the Dura Bearfield contingent. Griffin is from Fergus Rovers. Back to Reynolds. They're forced to go cross field, which they do, and there's a little bit of room here though for Culleton. Missed one a minute ago on her left foot, and that's going to be a free out. That collision there, it was a painful one for both players, and you'll see it again here, and that is a free out for Bailieborough as we approach half time in the last 30 seconds of the first half. Brendan Comiskey enjoying the coverage. Thank you, Brendan, for your comment on the live chat. And Marie Brady says again, Bailieborough, keep up the good work, and it has been good work in this first half. Very, very effective. And there'll be a little bit of added time here obviously, but what a first half it has been for Bailieborough Community School. First ever senior final, and they lead with 4 terrific goals, but it's been the style of play all over the field that has been so impressive. They were actually behind at one point after Coláiste Mhuire got a goal through Eva O'Driscoll, but they responded by winning a penalty immediately, and since then they've scored some terrific goals and points with play like this. Brilliant football. Abby Riley's been so good. Here she goes again with pace to burn, and Kaylee Brown as well, and she just pokes it forward. They're looking for another goal. I'm talking about pace. Holly McPhillips, what a player she is. Battling here. 3, 4, 5 players around her. She still goes, and then Kiva Brady applies the finish. Well, this is an absolute masterclass. It's really, really exciting to watch these young girls, and the potential is enormous. What are these girls going to be like in years to come? Look at that. 2, 3, 4 challenges, and McPhillips still feeds it out to Kiva Brady, and she applies the finish, as I say, to score the point to make it 4-7. 19 plays 5, and we're 1 minute into added time at the end of the first half. Lindsay Clark Tries to get it forwards and does. Amy Reynolds now for Coláiste Mhuire. They get over halfway. They're looking to get the ball forward, and Bailieborough streaming back to try and negate the attack. Kate Jones has it though. She's got plenty of pace too, but runs into traffic, loses the ball, and Shane Curley, the referee, has a glance at his watch. Whatever he added on, we're now into that. Elaine Lynch on the live chat says, come on, Kaylee and Bailieborough. That's Kaylee Brown, number 10, one of the players of the first half, but there's been so many all over the field for Bailieborough. That's one of them. Abby Riley from Knockbride, she's been terrific, but Holly McPhillips, I have to say, she's been my favourite in the first half. The pace, the finishing, the vision, all of them. They combine so beautifully, and there's overcarrying again though, and it's going to be a free out right at the end of the half. And there is the full-time whistle. Well, it's been a terrific first half for the girls from Cavan, for the Ulster champions. 4-7 to 1-2, and what an exhibition of football it has been. Great goals taken, some great scores, and an absolutely superb textbook tackling in defence as well. Coláiste Mhuire got the first goal from Eva O'Driscoll, but they find themselves winning well in arrears. That goal went in a minute later, even less I think. They won the penalty, and then Ella Sheridan side-footed it to the keeper's left as we now look at the second goal, and this was Isabel McCullough will pick that one out. And the third goal, this is Brady ducking in one way and then the other, dropping the shoulder, and another devastating finish. There's no stopping that one, and they've got 4 goals in total, and they are in command here. We'll take a break as you see the players going towards the dressing rooms, and we'll be back with the second half in about 7 or 8 minutes time. Welcome back for the second half. As you can see, our cameraman's just adjusting. He's okay. Thought he'd fallen off the lorry there, but never mind. He's back, and the girls in green are coming out now. And you see there, Eva O'Driscoll at number 14 has gone to midfield for Coláiste Mhuire. They've obviously thought they have to make a few changes at half time, so she's gone out, or maybe that's just for the hop. Messages coming in on the live chat. Caitlin Custy watching from 1B. RN, whatever that is, but she's saying she's loving this. Go Coláiste. And Gemma Hassett, we're all behind you. Tear into the second half. You've got this, Coláiste Mhuire. And another message coming in French. Bonne chance. Good luck. 3B. And Geraldine Leiden, so proud of you. I think she's talking about, is that for Cavan? I'm not quite sure. We'll work that out as we go on in the second half. And the second half has just started. O'Driscoll was in there to win it. She nearly did. But on the break, it was Karen McNichol who was quickest. And it's the girls in green again who will come forward. And now it's Gia McCabe for them, the girl from the Knockbride Club in Cavan. And she just glides past one or two defenders and gets it to McPhillips. And for once, she doesn't keep clean possession. And that's going to be a free out. So a dominant first half by Bailieborough Community School. 4 goals after conceding a goal. They scored a penalty within about a minute and scored 3 more. Really excellent play throughout the field. But Coláiste Mhuire now, let's see what they can do. That's an interesting low ball up, but brilliantly, bravely covered by Asha Connolly. She knew a player was coming in from the blind side, but she still stepped in there to win it. That was super play. She's from the Bailieborough Club and the Bailieborough Community School. Gives it back to Ella Banville. Inside to Aoife Rogers, who's been terrific all year for her team. Gia McCabe now again with play. And she again glides past defenders. That's fabulous play. The speed and nearly the finish. But just goes to the right and goes wide. But didn't notice that so much in the first half, but she's a Rolls Royce of a player, as we say in the business. Gia McCabe, lovely footballer, and pace going away from players, and that's what they did largely throughout the first half, all of the Bailieborough forwards and midfielders. And here they come again, no more so than this one. Holly McPhillips looking for a score. Just enough pressure applied though by Molly Potter to put her off. And when you have forwards like that who've got that sort of ability to go past defenders, you're always going to have a chance. But Coláiste Mhuire also in the first half guilty of leaving a lot of gaps at the back. They didn't seem to have a +1. They do now seem to have a +1, and that one dropping into the arms of the keeper Rowland. Quick kick out from her to find Amy Colleen, number 5. She's from Milltown St Joseph's, by the way. That one breaks for Connolly, and again she's scrapping in there to win the loose ball for her team, and they get a free in. So a super first half from Bailieborough. Her school won the junior title last week, going for the double, and it's her first year to be in any All-Ireland schools final. Same for Coláiste Mhuire from Ennis. And that one is cleared, and it's Amy Reynolds, number 12, who's got it. The referee has given a free out there to Coláiste Mhuire. That's booted forward by Lucy Power, the captain. Let the ball do the work, but it's intercepted by Aideen Lynch, getting into the right place at the right time. She read that one beautifully. And it's more pressure from Bailieborough. It's McCabe again, giving it off to Abby Riley. Tricks, speed, pace, everything done at pace. Look at this terrific player. What a player she is. And going for the finish as well. Doesn't quite get it. Well, the only thing that's been missing at the start of the second half has been the finishing. Unlike the first half from Bailieborough, but their forward play is top class again. You'd love to see a forwards taking responsibility, not trying to lay it off, not trying to go backwards, just trying to go at them all the time. To get past one, they try to go past another. It's so exciting to watch. Now, Coláiste Mhuire, can they get the first score of the second half and maybe try and start a bit of a revival? But no, they can't, because I think that was McCabe in the right place at the right time. No, it wasn't. It was Aideen Lynch. It was the number 6. And they win a free over in the stand side. So no scores yet in the second half, surprisingly enough. But here comes Abby Riley again, and when she's got it, you know they have a chance. This time she drops her shoulder to go left. Gets support from McPhillips. Ball played down into the right corner of the attack, and it's Kiva Brady. And she again takes on her player. She's got support there, but seems to be going on her own. Back to McPhillips, and she's going direct. Would she go for goal? Well, she tries to fist it, but it goes to the right and goes wide. Looking to see if the referee was going to award anything, but no, it's just a straightforward plain old wide. Bit of a break, gives me a chance to look at the messages you're putting in on the live chat, because there's a Coláiste Mhuire player injured. And it's the same comments at half-time, so nothing new at the start of the second half, but I did put up one of the goals from the first half on Ladies Football Twitter and Instagram if you want to go and have a look at that. There were 4 goals in all, and I put up one of them. I think it was the one by Kiva Brady, but some terrific finishing. The Isabel McCulloch goal was probably the pick of them, but they are in a very luxurious position now, the girls from Cavan, with this lead. 19 plays 5, a 4-point lead. Just time to tell you on the break here that there's never been a Clare or Cavan winner of this particular cup. It's been run since 2003. Malahide were the winners that year. Recently at Clonakilty in 2022. This was after COVID, of course. And then you had St Mary's Naas in 2023. St Columba's and Glenties in Donegal won it last year. But never a winner from Cavan or Clare. Rowland's kick out goes straight to Molly McPhillips. She read it brilliantly and tries to put it straight back in there. Sheridan is going to pick that one up and turns beautifully inside 2 players. She bamboozled them there with a lovely bit of skill and a finish as well. Well, that's why she's captain. Super player, super leader. First score of the second half. 4-12 plays 1-2. 20 plays 5. And Rowland with another kick out, and this time picks out Lindsay Clark, the number 6. Must be very difficult with the press being applied to get the kick outs away, but Rowland did well there. Clark again on the ball, delivers into O'Driscoll. This is much better from Coláiste Mhuire as well, and off the shoulder it's Clark involved for a 3rd time. Can they get a score now? Meany gives it out to O'Driscoll, and the shot comes in, drives just over the bar. That's much better. Their first score of the second half, showing exactly what they can do. 3 or 4 players involved there, and that's right up the middle and a really good score. Joanne O'Sullivan on live chat says, "Go Coláiste" from all the girls watching in the school library. And Natalie McNichol, good luck. Cara McNichol and the team watching from Dubai. Cara McNichol, the number 9 for Bailieborough Community School from Killincare. That's brilliantly taken by Kaylee Brown. And a great delivery as well to Isabel McCulloch, and loads of room out on the left, and plays inside for Kaylee Brown, and off goes Brown again. She started it with that brilliant catch. Good defending though at the back, and that was Abby Cahill getting across with a little bit of help from, I think it was Leahy back there. This game's just gone up a level in the last couple of minutes. Really interesting stuff, and I imagine we're also going to have a change or two in the next 5 minutes. I'd say both sets of managers, for different reasons, might be looking to make changes. You'd imagine Bailieborough will want to run the bench a little bit because they've got such a good lead, and you'd imagine Coláiste Mhuire will want to make a change or two to try and see if they can change the pattern of the game. Abby Riley, again, head down, pace, let's go at them. Such an exciting player, but snatched away by Abby Cahill. This is Meany. Faced up by Sheridan and fouled. The referee demonstrates why that was an illegal challenge. 8, nearly 9 minutes gone. It's been a good start to the second half in terms of entertainment and energy in the game, and a few good scores, and it's been quite even. I think it's just a 1 point each, is it? Or 2-1? No, 1-1 I think in the second half, so fairly even in the second half at least. O'Driscoll does brilliantly to get out in front for her team, but faced up by several players, and McCabe puts pressure on her, but she still gets a good pass out to Sive Griffin. This is Griffin number 18, but she started the game, even though she is wearing 18. Can she make a bit of an impression? Gets it out to your captain, Power, and she powers a shot across the middle. That's a dangerous one, but well defended again. And that has been a feature of this game for Bailieborough. Their defenders have been first class, really tight at the back, and always just doing enough. And they did that again, but that's a poor clearance straight to Sophie Leahy. And a chance here. And already I'm watching the Bailieborough defenders going back, and they're all very conscious of marking space and pointing where players are free as well. They're so organised at the back, they were anticipating what might happen there. And then it turned out the ball didn't come in anyway, but it was their organisation back there that is very impressive. I watched that off camera. And I think it was actually Cara McNichol, the girl we were talking about there, from the live chat, number 9, who was doing that organising at the back. So she's very much the extra player back there when they are defending, and very effective as well. I'm sure Natalie out in Dubai was impressed by that. So 10 minutes into the second half. 4-8, 20, plays 1-3, that's 6-14 points in it. We're at Geraldine Park in Athy in Kildare. It's the Lidl All-Ireland under 20. That's the post-primary school's senior C final. And tomorrow it's the A final and the B final, both being played at the same time. Both games will be streamed, so you'll be able to watch both of those as well. The A final from Nolan Park in Kilkenny, featuring Loreto College Cavan, as that county goes for 2 and 2 days. And they'll also have quite a few players involved with Eureka Kells from Meath in the B final. Quite a few Cavan girls go to that school in Meath. So Cavan on the crest of a wave at the moment, and cruising here at the minute towards winning this All-Ireland after the same school won the junior equivalent last week at C level. Unless Coláiste Mhuire from Ennis can do something pretty special in the remainder of this game. Referee gets his book out. A little tick there for that challenge. And they've given it straight back, collected by Lindsay Clark for the girls from Ennis, and gets it to Griffin. They try to counter-attack, but I'm looking off camera again to see how many green jerseys going back to defend in anticipation. And I'm watching the number 9 again, McNichol, and she is marking Kate Jones, the corner forward, and that's been the difference between the first half and second half, or at least one of the differences. In the first half, Bailieborough got through at ease and had loads of room behind, and there were loose players, and you can't do that, especially with the ability that they had back there. But for Bailieborough, when they defend, they have extra players back there, and they're all watching to see where they're going. There's spare players back there as well, and they're all watching to see where it's going to go. They're all marking up. But having said that, there is one at the back post. If you can get it over to Sophie Leahy, trying to get through. This is Reynolds, back to Power, and she'll go for her own score and puts it very high and puts it over the bar as well. Well, there's no way through for goals, and that's probably the key for Bailieborough. If they can prevent goals, they'll surely win this. But Coláiste Mhuire at least got a point, and I think they're winning this half by 2-1, surprisingly enough. Not that it will matter too much unless they get in for a goal or two, and maybe it'll give them a little bit of confidence, and now maybe Abby Reynolds can do something if they can get through here. But look at the amount of green jerseys back there. That's what I'm talking about. They all come into the shot now, and Kate Jones is forced to come back across. Now she is fouled, but well outside the scoring zone. Substitute coming on now. I did predict this a second ago. Not that that was a genius move or anything, but number 15 is coming on for Coláiste Mhuire, and that is Ivana Costello. Some areas of the country that call it Costello, and she is wearing 15 but didn't start the game, but she is in the play now and goes straight into corner forward to see what she can do, and she replaces Kate Jones, the under 15 Ireland soccer player. And she comes off very despondently, and that kick is going to the right and is going wide. Another message on the live chat, this time from Sive Campbell. She says, go BCS, that's Bailieborough Community School. So 2-1 down in the second half, but well in control. Kick out booted over to the left hand side, and on the break it's Lindsay Clark for Coláiste Mhuire in the black with red trimming, and they go right through the middle. It's very congested there though, and who was it again getting a hand? It was Asha Connolly. How many times has she got in and made a really important interception? The number 7, very understated in there, but boy does she do really, really important work. And she's just turned that attack into an attack at the other end. Abby Cahill's had a good second half, the number 3 as well for Coláiste Mhuire, in the right place at the right time. I'm going in for another challenge, but this time it's going to be a free in. But in the second half, Bailieborough have not been able to make the same kind of incisive progress that they did in the first half. So credit to the girls from Ennis for that in the second half. So both teams making changes. I think we'll get quite a few more in the next few minutes as Ella Sheridan puts that very high and just to the right and wide. It gets an ironic cheer from the opposition support in the stand on the far side. And Roland is having to run all the way over to the left. She did that in the first half too because there was 2 balls on the pitch. I always feel sorry for the goalkeepers when they have to do that. It's usually a ball that's way over on the side, but she goes and rolls it out of play, and now we can continue. Now she has to figure out how she picks out a player with the press from the opposition being so effective, but that's beautifully taken by Sophie Culleton. But now they've got it back, and it's Ella Sheridan, and hands are up because Brady wants it. Sheridan instead gives it to McPhillips, but that might just break down, and it does. Lindsay Clark takes it away, and we're now 16 minutes into the second half, and although Bailieborough are well in front, I think they've only scored the 1 point in the second half. Am I right? I think so. This is Griffin for Coláiste Mhuire. Is there a little bit of hope for them? Can they put up a real big effort in the last quarter and make a real game of this and give the opposition something to think about? Will they need this kind of kick to end up in a goal? Well, they're going to get a free because she was fouled there, so the referee gave advantage, but there just doesn't seem to be a way through. They're going to need a goal or two, and it's hard to see where that's going to come from. It's going to be O'Driscoll herself who's going to take the kick. Just checking on the live chat here, and here's an idea for you. If you want to tell me who you think the player of the match is, feel free to mention that. Who would be your contender for player of the match? And there will be an award at the end of this before the cup, and we will stay on for that presentation, or both presentations. O'Driscoll, that's a dangerous enough one. If it goes low, it doesn't. It goes left and it goes wide. It's 2 wasted opportunities in the last few minutes for Coláiste Mhuire. They are just not making enough of an imprint, even if they are winning the second half by 2 points to 1. Lots of contenders for Bailieborough throughout the field. Asha Connolly, to me, has done some understated work. Aideen Lynch has been terrific at number 6, as has Aoife Rogers at number 3. Gia McCabe. Oh, you could name them all, really. Karen McNichol. And in the forwards, well, take your pick. Oh, there's a dangerous ball, and it's the sub who's in now, and there is the goal. Well, I said that. I didn't know where a goal might come from, but it's come from the sub who's just come in. It's Costello. It's Ivana Costello, number 15, and is there hope for Coláiste Mhuire? As we go into the last 12, 13 minutes, she just sneaked in behind and finished really nicely. 2-4, place 4 rate. It doesn't look so bad all of a sudden. Will it change the tempo of the game? Gia McCabe goes for that bravely, wins it, and takes a knock for her troubles. And that will just kill the momentum a little bit, I would imagine, as they get the ball back. 12 minutes to go, 20 plays 10, double scores. But a little bit of hope, a glimmer for Coláiste Mhuire. And they now lead the second half, I make it by 4 points. That's McNichol playing it forward to Brown. And again, the support play is good, but the defending is good as well. Brilliant defending. I think it was Anya McGann. She had a good semi-final as well, and a Munster final from Newmarket on Fergus. The tails are up a little bit, you can see. You can see the way they're going forward, but look, there's the +1 sitting in there. It's Gia McCabe, read that beautifully, and off she goes. You can always tell a good player by the pace, and they seem to go past players, but they don't seem to be trying too hard. Just naturally glides past players, as does Abby Riley. Quality football, and she's got a free if she needs it. The referee is given good advantage. They're still going, and Holly McPhillips is there, and now they're going to get the free in. Substitute being lined up for Bailieborough Community School. Number 28 looks like she's going to come on. That's Arel O'Sullivan. As Sheridan prepares to take this one, supporters from the opposition trying to put her off. Don't think it'll put her off, and it doesn't. (4-9) as Arel O'Sullivan goes into the play. A little bit of a restructuring in defence. They're sending Asha Connolly back to mark the sub who's just come on and got the goal, Costello. And coming off, it's Ella Banville. So that's the management of Bailieborough saying, let's do something about that last goal. We don't want that to happen again. So they've made a switch there just in case it happens again. And they've sent in O'Sullivan, but she hasn't gone directly on that player. Instead, it's Connolly, who's one of their top defenders today. So she's gone back with the job of making sure that Costello doesn't get a second goal. So she's one-on-one with her. Ball played forward by Meany. And the crowd getting behind Coláiste Mhuire here, trying to force them, trying to help them over the line. This is Griffin, good play by her. Gets it back indeed to Meany and drives it low. Keeper watches it and juggles it and just about deals with it. Margaret Smith there. Cool customer at the back and got it to her fullback, Aoife Rogers. And they repel that attack. Rogers again. As they build up the pitch with 9 minutes to go. Sheridan makes herself available. She is 9 minutes away from getting her hands on the cup. Direct ball played in, looking for Gia McCabe, who's found herself all the way up there. She's on her own though, needs support, or will she just take her own score? She's pumped that right and just to the right and wide. But yeah, players of the match, I mean, look at that forward line from Bailieborough. Holly McPhillips has been sensational. Ella Sheridan has been terrific. Abby Riley has been so fast at times and so impressive in her play. Isabel McCullough got the fantastic goal. Kaylee Brown, Kiva Brady, they've all contributed richly. Roland's kickouts, looks for and finds Lindsay Clark. Molly Potter, the number 2 now on the ball. Foiled. So 8 minutes exactly to go. Coláiste Mhuire come forward, but that ball played straight to Cara McNichol, I think it was. No, it was Aideen Lynch. Abby Riley. Again, drawing fouls, tormenting defenders. Head up, looking to where she can go with this one. For once they go back to go forwards. O'Sullivan, who's just come into the play in the last few minutes, pops a little ball into Holly McPhillips from Shercock. And off she goes. That's a good ball played in. That's dangerous. Brilliantly taken as well on the run. And just delivered to the right side by McNichol. Well, I don't think they've even threatened a goal in the second half at all, Bailieborough. All the goals flew in the first half. 4 goals all came in the first half. Alicia Roland from Dura Bearfield now with a kick out. Nobody able to go short. Such is the pressure, such is the press. Beautifully taken though by Lindsay Clark, not for the first time, to help out her goalkeeper. And the press now follows on the next phase, and they eventually get clear with Lucy Power. It's a good ball cross field, but great battling by Aideen Lynch, and she's won it back. Terrific defending by Lynch. Absolutely brilliant to win that ball. Although, oh, maybe I read that wrong. It's a free out. The referee says it was taken from the wrong place. Well, I thought she was certainly brave to get in there to win it, but whatever way she wrestled it away was illegal. But she's certainly a tenacious defender. A great centre half in there for Bailieborough. Lucy Power again, looking for Griffin, but it's taken by Ella Sheridan back there. Bailieborough now just over 6 minutes away from All-Ireland glory. This is Kaylee Brown using her pace, taking on one player and the other, and then releases the ball down into the left corner where Holly Phillips has come to meet it. The run over the top was by McCullough, but it was well defended, and real big credit to Coláiste Mhuire in the second half of the way they have tightened up at the back. They've really given themselves half a chance in this game. Obviously they're too far back. Just checking the score actually. I thought there was a point in the second half. I thought it was 4-9 to 2-4. I can't see the scoreboard from where I am, but we'll double check that for you. This is Amy Colleen. Back out to Lindsay Clark. This is Meany into Clark again, and she's still going, and that's a good score, and she really deserves that. The centre half back, one of the 4 leaving certs in the starting 15 for Coláiste Mhuire. She's been terrific all up and down the pitch, and that score is well deserved by that particular player. 4-9 plays 2-5. We have the correct score. On the break, brilliantly won. It's Abby Riley, of course it is. Gives it in quickly. They have room in behind here. They knit together so beautifully. It's McPhillips and Riley, and now they get in behind with Brady. Can she apply the finish? No. Not a goal anyway. Has the referee given? Is it a point? Oh, it's a penalty. He's given the penalty. Second penalty in the game for Bailieborough. Let's watch it again. It looked like the chance may have gone. The challenge was a foul there, isn't there? And then she drives it over the bar. And she could have got the point, been allowed the point, but the referee said no, the rule is it's a penalty, and even though you got a score out of it, we are giving you a penalty, and it's the second penalty of the game. As I say, in the first half, Ella Sheridan scored, and she just sort of feinted the go to the keeper's right and then put it low to her left. Wonder what she'll do this time. It's Ella Sheridan taking it again. So 4 minutes to go. Bailieborough Community Schools captain Ella Sheridan from Killincare scored a penalty in the first half. Up against Alicia Rowland, the vice captain of Coláiste Mhuire from Dura Bearfield. The last time she side-footed it to the goalkeeper's left, low. Where's she going to go this time, Sheridan? Is it going to be a second successful penalty for the captain as she prepares to put one hand at least on the cup? This time she goes to the other side, and it's another successful penalty for Sheridan, and the captain, well, she's pretty much got both hands now on the cup. The 2025 Lidl All-Ireland Post-Primary School Senior C Final is going to be won by Bailieborough Community School. And to be fair, the goalkeeper could not be faulted with either penalty, both expertly taken. Ball played in, but Rogers gets out in front to win it. She's been terrific at full-back, not just today for her school. 3 minutes to go. Riley. Off she goes again. On her bike again, and it's a fast bike. Goes for a score, but it goes to the right and wide. And if I was pushed, I think I'd have to go with Abby Riley for player of the match. What do you think? Who would be your contender? Feel free to leave a name there on the live chat if you think will be player of the match. But I'm going for Riley, but it's a close thing. There's a lot of contenders in there. I wouldn't argue with the likes of McCabe, Brown, Brady, Sheridan, Asha Connolly, Aideen Lynch, Aoife Rogers. But Riley, to me, every time she gets the ball, she puts her head down and goes straight at defenders and makes things happen. Lynch getting back to win that one for her team, though. It's going to be a free in, I think it is. A couple of subs been thrown on now by Bailieborough Community School. 20 and 17 going in. 20 is Emma Morris, 17 is Shun O'Sullivan. Kiva Brady is coming off. 17 is going on for Coláiste Mhuire. That's Addison O'Loughlin from Clare Castle. And Sive Griffin, I think it is coming off. No, it's not Sive Griffin. It's Amy Reynolds coming off for the school from Ennis. And we're looking at Are we waiting for one other change? We are. We're looking at, 20 is in, that's Emma Morris. We're looking at one other player to come off, and it's Amber Philby. Number 5 for Bailieborough coming off for the last few minutes with a bit of a smile on her face, and why not? She knows the job is done. 2-5 for Coláiste Mhuire. Is it about to become 2-6, or would she try to go for goal? No, drives it over the bar, makes it 2-6. 1 minute to go, matters little. Just makes the scoreboard look a little bit kinder. That will be Margaret Smith with the kick out. The Cavan School very close to glory, but they've time maybe to put on another sub or two. Number 19 is going over to warm up and to try and get on for the last few seconds, and that will be Duran Kerr. If there's another break in play, she will be in. This is Ella Sheridan, the captain. They're not finished yet. Abby Riley now gives it back to Sheridan as they look to cut through. This is brilliant play through the middle. The two of them performing beautifully and combining beautifully and getting another score. Underlining my contention that Riley should get player of the match. 19 will come in for 7 for Bailieborough. So Duran Kerr coming in for Asha Connolly. And she gets a well-deserved round of applause. Knockbride Club have been on to say well done, girls, especially our girls, of course. See you at training Friday evening. Get back to the club. Well, to be fair, the club has contributed richly to these girls being so good with their school. Well taken by Gia McCabe. We're in added time. Is there time for one more score? McCabe just leaves it off. There's room in the far side for Ella Sheridan. They've spotted Ella Sheridan. They've picked her out. The captain has it. Is she going to finish the job? This would be appropriate. It's a tricky one for the keeper to watch, but she knew it was just going over the bar, and the captain applies the finish, and that it really is the icing on the cake. Sheridan, of course, a serious contender for player of the match as well. Wouldn't be surprised if she won it. Another sub being lined up for Bailieborough. 26 hoping to get a run. That would be Miriam Ryan. Don't know if there'll be time. Ball played down into the corner to Holly McPhillips. Kaylee Brown takes it on and drives a dangerous one. Thought that was going to drop into the net, but it didn't. Drop over the bar instead of under, but it's another point for Bailieborough. Number 9 will be coming off for Bailieborough. That's Cara McNichol. And indeed, Miriam Ryan gets a run. She'll be able to say she played in the All-Ireland final. And we're also going to see a sub right now, I think, from Coláiste Mhuire. We are. Number 20, Aoife Baker from the banner. She's got on. And she will replace Cueva McDonnell. So we are all but there for Bailieborough. To be fair, the game was won by half-time, and they've more or less kept that lead since half-time. It's been pretty even in the second half, but they killed it with those 4 goals in the first half. Good kick out by Rowland to find Molly Potter, and off goes Molly. It's good play by her, slips it to Clark. 3 or 4 players waiting to block, and it was Sheridan who got in half a block, but it still managed to reach Colleen. Amy Colleen from Milltown St Joseph's. She's still going. Pressure coming in illegally. It's going to be a free in right at the death. 63rd minute, nearly into the 64th minute. They might go for goal here, sure, why not? Clark. They'll try and work it in, but lots of green jerseys back there. I make it 14 of them are back there. The shot comes in, though, and it goes to the left and wide. I think she might have been going for goal. Referee will check his watches. We're now in the 64th minute of the game. Was it Kaylee Brown got that last score? I think I might have given it to Riley. It was Kaylee Brown, so thanks for spotting that. Elaine Lynch, his great score, Kaylee. Super game too, Kaylee Brown from Shercock. Really exciting play from her all through the game. That clearance has gone into space really, and look at the speed and determination. Even though the game is more or less up, Holly McPhillips still managed to get there, but just couldn't keep it in. 64 minutes, nearly in the 65th minute of the game. Costello nearly took it, or Costello. Brilliant tackling again right at the end of the game for Bailieborough to win it back. Brave play as well, and it was Sheridan back there, of course, helping out. And number 19, Nadine Sheridan. I didn't spot her going on. Nadine Sheridan, she's in there as well. She got on the ball there and turned that one over for Bailieborough. We're now in the 65th minute. Gia McCabe drills it down, looking for McPhillips. Spills, but Coláiste Mhuire going to recover. And there is the final whistle. It's history for the girls from Cavan. They have won the first of the senior finals this week. It's going back to County Cavan via Bailieborough Community School and via an excellent performance. There's the captain, number 12, Ella Sheridan. She scored 2 penalties in the game. They had so many stars out there, and they have won this game by 15 points. Nearly 65 minutes played, and they won it really in the first 30 minutes when they scored 4 goals. A very, very impressive first half. They did what they needed to do in the second half, and really we all knew they were going to win it in the end after that first half. Devastating forward play, very effective defence as well, and it's Bailieborough Community School in this final for the first time, and they have now won 2 All-Irelands in a week at schools level. They'd never been at this level before, and they have won twice in a week at the junior level and now at the senior level, both in the C grade, and they have won both of the Lidl All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools C finals. That's at junior and senior, beating Coláiste Mhuire here from Ennis with a really, really impressive display. As I say, 2 penalties and 3 other goals that were really well taken, but some brilliant points as well. And fantastic, exciting players. Superb forward play, but really, really good, disciplined, effective defending as well, where they negated the opposition so many times with really good defending. Didn't give away that many frees. And then when they went forward, they were devastating. The support play was fantastic. The finishing excellent, the direct ball in as well, the movement, the way they supported each other, really, really brilliant. Full credit to the school and the clubs in Cavan, because this is not a coincidence. This has been happening so often at underage and schools level the last 2, 3, 4 years that it can't be a coincidence. It's another All-Ireland title for Cavan, and as Emma Daly, the county senior manager, told me at the launch of the Ulster Ladies Championships in the Marketplace Theatre in Armagh the other day, every time you look at social media it seems to be another achievement for young players from Cavan, and it really is an exciting time for them, and it's exciting to think of what the potential will be and what they can achieve over the next few years. So we're going to wait now for the presentation. The players, as you see, all out on the field, and everybody's coming onto the pitch from that school, whereas the Coláiste Mhuire supporters I see streaming off towards the car park. And we will wait for the presentation, and we'll remain on air to have that for you, and I presume it will be in the stand over in the far side, so we'll get some sort of a shot of it hopefully. If there is a player of the match, I wonder who it will go to. As I say, my vote would be Abby Riley, but really there's a good few contenders there. I wouldn't argue with any of about 5-6 players. Just checking the comments on the live chat that you have sent in throughout the game and at the end there, and obviously a lot of congratulations are coming in for Bailieborough Community School, BCS. Not too many contenders for player of the match, and nobody disagreeing with me on Abby Riley, but it really could go to anyone. Might go to the captain, Ella Sheridan. I'm thinking she applied the finish with the last score of the game there as well. Marie Brady has been on, and Elaine Lynch, and of course we had viewers as well from Dubai and New Zealand. So I hope you enjoyed the coverage, and a reminder as well that we have more tomorrow. I wonder will Cavan make it 2 out of 2 tomorrow when Loreto College, the Ulster champions, go into the All-Ireland A final down in Nolan Park in Kilkenny tomorrow. They will be up against Skibbereen in that final. We will be live streaming that particular game for you, and there will be another live stream on the B final as well, Clare Morris and Eureka in that one. So 2 live streams free to view for you tomorrow afternoon. On Twitter, I've had a message from Knockbride. Keep up the good work, especially our very own Gia Aoife and Abby. Well, your girls were terrific today, and as you say, you want them back for training on Friday night. A couple of days away, so at least they'll get a bit of a rest. But yeah, they'll want to get back to the club and celebrate with you and get back to business. Hard luck, Coláiste. You did amazing, and they did. And that's from, I think it's called Mob, is it? Is that your name? And she or he say you did amazing, and they give a red and a black heart. And yeah, they got the All-Ireland final. They did amazing to get here. It's no mean achievement to do that for the first time ever for their school. So full credit to them for that. And indeed for the second half. They played really well in the second half. They could have just put their heads down, but they did themselves proud in the second half. Pair of sunglasses on at the back there. Not quite that kind of weather, is it? Didn't get any sunshine. Well, maybe before the match a little bit, but it's been quite cool. Joanne Potter has been on again from Auckland, New Zealand. I'm glad you stayed up. It must be nearly 3:30, 4 in the morning, Joanne, and thanks for the kind message about the coverage. She says congratulations to all involved. Thank you for that. That's Joanne, who is an older sister of Molly Potter, who was number 2 out there for Coláiste Mhuire, watching all the way from New Zealand. And then there was another one, I think it was Cara McNichol's sister in Dubai, Natalie. And you saw a shot there of the LGFA president, Trina Murray, preparing for the presentation over on the far side. But as you can see, all of the supporters and players are out in the middle, not anywhere near the presentation area, so I'll have to keep talking for a minute or two before we get that presentation. But at some point, I'm sure somebody will bring them over to the presentation area, and we will be staying on for that to you. Marie Brady says fair play to Lidl for broadcasting the match. Well, certainly their sponsorship is key in being able to provide the live stream coverage, and we do indeed, as always, thank them for that and appreciate what Lidl Ireland have done for the last 10 years or so for the game at so many levels, and this level obviously so important at schools level. So there you see the wider picture, and you see the presentation area way over on the far side at the front of the stand, but neither of the two are meeting at the moment. Nobody going over to bring them over. And I see a few of the Coláiste Mhuire players. I thought they were heading over, but I think they've maybe just gone over to congratulate their opponents, which is a very decent thing of them to do. But yeah, and there's one player heading over, you can see, in the black. But I don't think that's for the presentation. But now maybe somebody is going to grab the winning captain, are they? That would be an idea. Now we see a few players going over, and yes, somebody has gone over. Donal has gone over and got Ella Sheridan. Now we have progress. Let's look back at a few highlights of the game then while we're waiting. That was the goal actually in the second half for Coláiste Mhuire from the sub who came in, but this I think is the penalty that led to the last goal for Bailieborough. They scored 4 goals in the first half, 1 in the second, and that was from a penalty. Ella Sheridan scored a penalty in the first half, scored a penalty in the second half, went to the left that time after going to the other side. No, it was the other side in the first half. It was just the other goals actually, now I think about it, but you put that one right in the corner. And this right at the end was the last score of the game, appropriately from the captain Ella Sheridan, who's about to lift the cup, and a great score from her. Now we're over with the presentation, and there is Ella and the president Trina Murray explaining to her what is going to be happening here with the cup presentation, and she has the player of the match award as well. Now I don't know if we're going to hear her. I don't know if there's a microphone there. It doesn't seem to be one. I didn't see one there, so I don't think we're going to hear exactly what's going on, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I'll try and relate what I can hear or see. We're not actually going to get a great shot of it either, now I think about it, because all the players and supporters are going to be in and around there. But we will hopefully at least get the gist of it and get to see who the player of the match is. And she's just waiting, Trina, for the opposition players to go over, and they seem to be a little bit slower to move over. They're now coming over. Off camera I can just see them coming over, and they look a little bit reluctant, but they're ambling over, I think is the best way to put it. So you can't start without the losing team, and here they come. So just about ready for the presentation now at Geraldine Park in Athy in Kildare. It's the 2025 Lidl All-Ireland Post-Primary School Senior C Final. 2 more finals tomorrow at A and B grade. And there will, as I say, be live streams of both of those games made available, thanks to Lidl and Ladies Football making those available. I don't really think I'm going to be able to tell you too much about what's going on over there. You see some of the players going over, but I'm only seeing the top of their heads, and it's all a little bit congested over there, and there's no height for the presentation, and I don't think there's going to be any audio either, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to keep talking as we hug at the front there for the number 11 Ria Meany from Coláiste, Mhuire, congratulating them for at least getting to the final. So Trina Murray, the LGFA president, does seem to have a microphone. She's just right at the left of our shot there, but I'm certainly not hearing her in the ground, so there's no tannoy system here. So what we're going to do is, I'm afraid, have me still talking for a few minutes, and we'll just be able to tell who gets the Player of the Match award. We'll maybe see the cup lift, although I don't think we're going to see it too well, unfortunately. But I imagine now she is thanking the host club here and the people who have worked at the game, and the likes of the sponsors and the officials. Shane Curley, the referee, 4th official Aaron Clogher, and the lines people Anya Murphy and Leah Mullins will all be getting a mention. Now, can we tell Player of the Match? Have we got that far? Another round of applause, I imagine, for the sponsors by now. Lidl Ireland. Now that sounds like a Player of the Match award being announced. Who is coming forward? Well, it's not the captain. I actually can't see who it is. After all that, I can't see who it is. But the captain definitely will come forward now to collect the cup. And I think we're going to have to go off there because we're really not able to show you much of this. But hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more successful in Nolan Park. But it is a cheer now for the captain, Ellis Sheridan. A little bit of history. Bailieborough Community School winning 2 All-Irelands in a week. This one today, the Lidl All-Ireland Post-Primary School Senior C Final. And Ellis Sheridan from Killincare, the captain, getting to receive the cup from the LGFA President, Trina Murray, and lifting it for her school, and she'll speak now, but we're not able to hear that. So what we're going to do is we're going to close off the stream, and then we'll go over and get a few shots of that and put it up on social media later. So I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. For now, from Athy, it's goodbye.